Hello and welcome back to Khans of the Steppe. We have just moved to our new home all the way up here in the Eastern Steppe, and this is where we started. And you can see here that there's a high chance that our next thing is a drought. However, our second seasonal prediction has actually changed. It has changed to Hafsarin Zud, which the description of it is, during a Hafsarin Zud, the only way is out. Now this is because it's extremely bad. Like, everything is bad. It's horrible. So we don't want to be here if that happens, and we don't really want to be here if a drought happens either. So we want to start thinking about when we can leave here and where we want to go. And we're going to want to do that by about 9 years from now. So, where do we want to go? Well, previously I was struggling to figure out what the other regions were and how we actually access them. It's because they're not regions, they are actually in a specific new map mode. They are situations, so I think they should really say your situation, but I guess that would be weird. Anyway, they're situations. So, if I understand this correctly, this is the Eastern Steppe, this is the Central Steppe, and this is the Western Steppe. All of that makes a reasonable amount of sense to me. So, if we want to get out of the Eastern Steppe, we're going to want to try and get into one of these. Now, it looks like the next one here is going to be either White Zud or Severe Drought. Now, Severe Drought, worst case scenario there, is the same as best case scenario in Eastern Steppe. White Zud is what we're currently in, which is not great, but it's okay. And then if we go to Western Steppe, it's Cold Zud or Blessings of the Blue Sky. Now, Blessings of the Blue Sky, that would be a great reason to go over there. Cold Zud, it's not that much better than White Zud, really, by the looks of it. Like, they're pretty much both pretty bad. So realistically, we're looking at going like somewhere like here. That's where I think we actually want to go. Also, what's this land up here? If all of this is the situation, is this tribal? Yeah, this is tribal. Ah, so this is all steppe, and then that's actually just back to tribal over there. Okay. So we kind of want to maybe look at these guys as our target. Well, sorry, where's the suzerain? Alright, I need the top level suzerain. There we go. We're looking at maybe these guys as our person we're attacking in some way by we want to move in here, basically. And then we want to hold it. What's the fertility like over there right now? Fertility is okay. We could potentially immediately do it, but we're here. We don't need to immediately jump. We could let our children grow up a little bit, so yeah, let's chill over here. Right, in terms of other things, maybe we want to do some raiding. Can I see? There is a raiding map mode, isn't there? I say with no real confidence because it's been a while. There is not a raiding map mode. I think there's a raiding map mode if you're in the if you have a raiding army. Right, let's raise an army. Let's raise all as raiders. Then do this. Okay, so now there's a raiding map mode. I see, or raiding things on top. So this is 6 gold, that is 4 gold, 2 gold, 2 gold, 2 gold, 3 gold. Okay, so there's not a lot of money around. Let's just have a look at some of these people. So, do you have any money? No. Do you have any money? Yes. Okay, so these guys have money. They have 39. That's useful to know. How about you? Do you have any money? You have 26. So yes, you have money. 17. Okay. The reason why I'm looking at that is I'm wondering whether we want to do that and then change our raid type to something like capture. Maybe we aim to try and get characters imprisoned. We're not going to get as much money anyway, so we might as well see whether we can get some ransom money. Out of that, we plunder and we go for like heavy gold and herd gain. Or we go on an adventure and we go further afield, but if we go plunder, may gain an innovation. I'm assuming we can only gain an innovation if the places that we're raiding have a different culture and that culture has an innovation we don't have. Nobody really has any innovations here. Even though we started in 1066, tech is still absolutely destroyed over here. This is why I wanted to start a little bit later, because if we go and have a look over here at, say, the Holy Roman Empire, right? Let's have a look at you. You'll see that they actually have quite a lot of tech already. So if we'd started earlier, everybody with low tech, we would probably outpace them, because one of our negatives is that we're meant to have low tech. So yeah, I think that that's a good choice in hindsight, although we would still also have to get over here, but it could happen. Anyway, yeah, I think maybe we do this. We're gonna switch this over to Plunderer. We're gonna lead, and then we're gonna wait. Then these guys are raiders, right? Yep. Tagul is all by himself. He has no allies or anything. He has no suzerain. It's just this dude. All right, attack. 3 months left on the raid, but we might get something from it. Our lover died. She was executed. You know what? Not a huge surprise. Kinda got the feeling he might want to do that. Yeah. Kinda got that feeling. Okay, we captured a prisoner. Wonderful. You. We can ransom you back for 25 gold. Or we can also get Horde out of this as well. So this is why I was doing it. I was feeling like maybe if we go and get some prisoners, we can actually get some proper rewards. So let's do that, and then I still have to wait for you, yeah. Alright. Now, you won't have money for this person, but we can maybe get some herd out of that, which I think would be great. Increase the number of, I was trying to think of troops, but number of horde that we have, I guess. Be a better way of putting it. Right, let's head up here as well. Let's go to this one. There's our 25 gold. We can now ransom this person for 15, or we could alternatively ransom him for some herd. Let's do herd. Let's get some of that. Nice. So our herd's now going up, which should increase the number of troops we have as a total at some point. Submit to suzerain. To the serene Ilbatar, Kokotoi of the Kyrgyz, I humbly ask for you to accept my tribute and for you to become my new suzerain. There's this person over here. Alright. He wants to become a nomadic tributary of us. So he will give us herd and prestige on a regular basis. In exchange, their suzerain will refrain from raiding them or making war upon them. Okay, if they're attacked, the suzerain may even come to their aid. Low herd. No prestige transfer. So 5% herd. Are we okay with this? You know what? You came to us. We'll accept your submission. That's perfectly acceptable for now. Raided there. We got our very tiny amount of money. Right. Let's head down this way. Continue raiding. In whatever we can. Can we upgrade this? Yes. Okay. Let's maybe look at new buildings. What have we got? The Khan Champion's Yurt. Increases the number of knights we get, and knight effectiveness goes up based upon our prowess skill. Alright. Also unlocks the invite knights decision. Can recruit heavy horse archers. Square of the Tumen unlocked something else as well, didn't it? I think one of the other decisions had it. Family Yurt unlocks the introduce heir decision, increases monthly renown. Uvo. Herd income goes up, monthly piety goes up, control growth goes up, and plague resistance goes up. I wonder whether plague resistance matters too much, because in theory, would you not just migrate away? Might not always be an option, I suppose. Barter stalls. Unlocks the summon wealthy visitors local offers decision. So we saw that one, definitely. Increases herd income as well. And then domicile income goes up. So herd income. What is herd income? How much money you make from your herd? Herd provides a small trickle of gold and can be used as currency for certain decisions. Okay, so how much gold is herd giving us? It's giving us 0.9. So it gives us 0.9. What's that from? I just want to see what that 0.9 is. So we're getting 15 herd a month, and we're getting 0.9 a month. Is it from this number? Is it from this number? I really wish, and it's one of the things that they've been quite bad with recent DLCs, I really wish they would just give you the numbers. Like, why do I have to work out what these are myself? Why would you not just tell me how your stuff is calculated? Is it in here? Okay, so this is your income, and this is your herd, right? So this is my income from you, and from you. And that equals 15, right? That's 15.5, roughly. Yeah, roughly that's 15.5. Our income is 0, according to this, but our income isn't 0. Our income is actually, well, 1.3 there, 1.4 here, minus 0.1. So yeah, our income is actually 1.4. So, although it's got an income calculation here, it doesn't actually tell us what our income is. Like, this isn't a calculation of our income, which is kind of weird, right? You would expect it to in some way tell us what our income is. Is it in here? Is it dominance that tells us? No. Okay. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea how we're meant to calculate that. Yeah, so it's 0.9 from base. Alright. That just, yeah, it doesn't tell me anything, basically. I'm trying to work out what it could be. But yeah, no, I have no idea how it calculates that. Alright, something to investigate later if we see another screen that happens to deal with Horde. I was just looking at these ones. I was like, maybe it's something to do with these. That adds... No, that doesn't add up at all. I was trying to think, like, those add up. Does any number look like it could go into 0.9? No. Alright, cool. Back in here anyway. Got distracted. Maybe it's something to do with this? No. Could increase the amount of herd capacity we have. Now, this building also has internal upgrades as well. So what internal upgrades have we got? More herd capacity. We can make ourselves better in desert, oasis, and dryland. Not that important. Hills, mountains, desert mountains, maybe. Plains, farmland, steppe. Again, maybe. Owned steel herd scheme, critical success 5%. Herd capacity. Alright. Herd income 1%. Okay, so this increases your herd income by 1%. Is the base just 0.9 if you have no modifiers? It's not related to your herd at all? I don't know. This increases herd gain and herd capacity. I do get the feeling herd gain is going to be important. Could also look at upgrading one of these things in our yurt as well. Army loot capacity probably doesn't matter. Movement speed over land when raiding, though, could be cool. Kurultai member skill impact on Kurultai tasks. Herd conversion into Horde Riders 0.5%. Yeah, monthly income, not income, lifestyle experience. This is very good. Upon reaching adulthood, your wards have 0.5% per your learning skill chance to gain the Wise Man trait. So let's say your learning skill is 20. In a good case scenario, 10% chance to gain Wise Man. That's not bad. Yeah. And it goes up to 1%. So it could be like a 1 in 5 chance. Yeah. That's not bad at all. And then, of course, night effectiveness per learning skill at the top rank. Yeah, that's pretty good. If we could get there. Your domicile is located in a riverside, lakeside, or coastal county. This county will gain nomadic fishing modifier. That's more important for, I think they added the ability for, well, one, it's more important for the humans. But I think they added the ability for this area up here to be nomadic as well. At which point that would make a lot more sense. Portable forge. Yeah, I don't know if we need that. Let's continue down the list. So we still can't construct a load of these anyway. Yeah. Okay. What does this upgrade into? A better version of it. Alright then. What about loot storage? It becomes a better version. You get a huge amount of movement speed while raiding. Well, given that raiding is only really useful early, or is only really super useful early game, let's start upgrading this. Let's make it better. Yeah. Let's get ourselves some loot storage. Oh, and I can build out here at the same time? No. Okay. It's just saying that I can still build there. Okay. That's fine. Let's head down this way. I have a daughter and heir. So this is our club-footed daughter. Are you club-footed? No. Okay, might be cheating on us, or it's just a random negative. Well, you can have a good Kyrgyz name. You're going to be... Correct. You're going to be... Yume. We'll tend names towards ones that I can sort of pronounce. Right, so you finished loot storage. That's cool. So that's now that as fully upgraded as that can be. Well, actually, no. Is that fully upgraded, but we can still further upgrade the loot storage if we want to. Let's further upgrade our movement speed across land as well. Right. Cultural head changed. Somebody took our place. That's probably because they became stronger, right? Yeah, probably. Captured somebody in a siege. Yeah, you seem pretty good. In fact, you're even a novice physician. You know what? Welcome to the team. Let's head over here. Oh, wait. I'm just attacking without even checking whether there are any... Okay, yeah, we can attack these guys. I was just attacking without even checking if they were weaker than us. I was just like, they're probably weaker than us. I know I said I would take on any challenge, but I didn't quite mean it like that. The settlement of Angia, an important stronghold in Greater Dondukid Uranhias, has fallen to my raiders. We have the run of vast tracts of land and many of the quivering subjects and shining treasures of Beg Donduk to choose from. The troops stand ready, awaiting my command to give them direction. Steal every ewe and every mare. So he gets recently sacked, has lowered control growth, lowered development growth, and we lower the development level. And we get this for 10 years, which is 10%. Alright. Give me the plunder so we can get an extra 30 loot. We're taking enough already. Give me the loot, actually. I want the loot. I want money. Right, head down here. Can I raid here? No. Okay. How about this one? We capture any more prisoners? We did. Wait. Oh no, he just looks very similar to the previous guy. He's not the previous guy though. Alright. Wonderful. Apparently I can't raid there. It's because I'm maxed out on it's because I've maxed out the amount of raid loot I have. There we go. So we've got 19 gold and a bunch of herd. And a new martial perk. Never back down, I think we definitely want. We want the extra advantage. I'm not too worried about household guard, but never back down is very good. Right, now we can head back here and raid if we wanted to. Although it's already being raided. We become the cultural head again. So that's already being raided. Wait, you're my tributary. How about we head over there? Yeah, let's raid this one. Oh, back off, back off, back off. Wait, are we even able to back off? No, they changed that in raiding. You have to commit. Oh no, we became wounded. Well, there goes our army. I forgot you can't back off in raids anymore. That's a fairly old change at this point, but I don't do raiding that often. We are also running out of fertility quite quickly in these lands. Alright. Well, good to know. At least we can still just raise another 300 Horde Riders, apparently. So Horde Riders must be related to the number that you have right now, right? Yeah, so it can't be building up over time. Let's see, so we're at 1,505. Is there anything I can do to spend a small amount? Brute Courtiers. So this spends 113. Yeah, okay. So it's 323. Let's spend some. I want to recruit... eligible brides. Right. Yes, okay, so it's based off your current herd. Well, what's the and the percentage is 21%, is that right? Yeah, I guess. It doesn't feel correct to me. It feels like the number's wrong. 299 times by 5. No, the number's wrong. Right? Let me see here. So, calculator. I'm going crazy. 299 times by 5. That's 1,495. Yeah, so that is not this. That's not the same number. So this doesn't mean that. Although it does say that, you know, nomadic horde is the representation of the military strength, and it is a fraction of the herd. The herd is this number. So I should be getting 21% of that number. But I'm not. I'm getting more. So why am I getting more? Why am I not getting that? That's weird. Unless I get Horde Riders from somewhere else. What am I getting Horde Riders from? If not from this. Because this is where you get your Horde Riders from. Maybe I'm getting it from vassals? Horde Riders. Can I see it in here? Does it tell me? No. Thinking of other screens I can go to. This one? Subjects? Are you providing me Horde Riders? No, you're providing me Herd, which makes sense. Yeah. So you provide me Herd. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. You're currently exempt from taxes. You would pay me the smallest amount of tax if I unexempted you, but that doesn't really matter. Liege war support. So I can force you to... okay, vassal can use the call to war interaction with the liege. Oh, okay. Cool. So that's not where I'm getting my troops from, in theory. So where's this extra, like, troops? Where are my extra troops coming from? It doesn't make any sense because that's. Anyone? Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. Huh. Anyway, we'll ignore it for now, but there must be somewhere else that we get numbers from. Can I go in here and get it to tell me? No. Okay, we'll ignore it for now. But if anybody knows why it's wrong, then let me know. Anyway, we've now recruited some eligible people in my court. We might as well get them married off. So let's just do a quick... Oh, there's a thing to do. There's 2 things to do. Oh, cool. We'll marry these guys off and then we'll do the things. Oh, also, let's do this first. So this is every conqueror on the map. So there is a conqueror that spawned. This guy spawned as a conqueror. Ah. So he's conqueror and he's in Persian land. Now he might be a problem for us. He might end up like expanding quite a lot, just given where he spawned, but anyway, we'll worry about him later. Actually, I'll do it on this screen, because this is a better screen for it now. Right, what are we looking for? Looking for adults who are unmarried, and let's just say that they're male to start with. Okay, so what does this mean? Might leave my court. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna marry, not find spouse, I want to arrange marriage, right? Yes, that's what I want to do. I'm just gonna marry them off to whoever happens to be around. So we're just gonna do this, arrange marriage. You can marry my spy master. Sure, fine. You, arrange marriage, you're gonna marry that person. You, arrange marriage, you're gonna marry that person. Great, that's all we needed to do. We're not trying to marry everybody off, we're just trying to... Oh, I accidentally clicked on something, I guess, or it auto-triggered. That's fine. Our camp in Oud has been approached by a small community who lived in the area before we migrated here. There's a chance we can increase control level, chance we can gain herd. Oh, actually we gain... Yeah, okay, no, those are chances. The cultural acceptance between Buryats and Kyrgyz will increase by 5% if we succeed. Failures? There is no negative. Alright, let's go. The old tribe. My camp has been approached by Urzena, a leader of only a handful of people. Her dialect is foreign, but she speaks with confidence and pride about her people and their hardships. Ilbatar, if you can find space among us, or among your yurts, we will offer up our flock, and I will serve you personally. If not, there's not much left for us in these lands. So we can take them in. We gain foreign tribe for 10 years, so it lowers popular opinion. And Urzena will join our court. Alright, and becomes obedient, or they don't belong here, get rid of them. We'll take him. And then we can head over here and do poisonous lands. The lands around Bur seem to have a debilitating effect on our local herd, who has come down with some kind of sickness after settling in. Okay. I don't see how this couldn't have a negative approach. Or, like, I don't see how this couldn't have a negative outcome, but anyway, it says it doesn't have a negative outcome, so we'll trust it. Put in a new caravan master there, because apparently we lost our last one. Let's go. Our wife is pregnant. Fantastic. Poisonous lands. Our herd has grown weak. Their once steady gait now uncertain. As I observe the herd, I can see several members simply lying around without the energy to move at all. As long as this weakness continues to spread, all of our herd in Bura is at risk of being infected. What would become of our tribe if that were to happen? Then say they will pull through. I'll send out word to find someone to help them, or slaughter them before it can spread even further, so we lose herd but we gain stocked meat. Makes feasts cheaper. Let's take the 50-50 chance. The herd recovered. Wonderful. We have now returned back. Maybe we want to start thinking about moving on then. And we wanted to move on over here somewhere if we could. So let's go situation. Oh, let me double check that this is the same. Yeah, so it seems to be the same. So I might want to try and get to up here, to the Kurzig up here? Can I even migrate again? No, I can't. I'm traveling. Oh, there we go. Yes, I can. Alright, so what's the fertility over here? Like 45? Yeah, we might try and push in while it's still good. So we could head over here, in theory. Oh, apparently there's a lot there. Ooh, there's a lot of fertility on that one. Okay. Currently has a suzerain. But you are just a... You're just a herder. Wait, can we head over there and grab your land then? That looks much better. Wait, why is it so much higher over here? But why does this say it's higher than that one? Oh, because it's the whole duchy you take. Oh, I see. You would say no. Because he's a tributary and settled less than 3 years ago. But this is the person I'd be dealing with. There's a combined military strength of 235. So we would be stronger. Yeah, I do want to do that. So I want to go there if I can and take it. Yeah, you're already obedient. Herd and gold won't do anything. There's 5 rulers, but all 5 rulers are pathetically weak. Yeah, let's migrate our way over. Yes, so you might join. Okay, but if you don't join, then it's just this guy. Yeah. That works for me. I've now lost this guy as my Kurultai member again. The reason I lost him as my Kurultai member is because he's landed. So you lose it every time with that. Alright. So now we're heading back over this way. Attack. Wait, who's the leader here? Is you. Perfect. Well, that's exactly what I want. I want to head in there and destroy you. Oh, and my guy joined as well. Alright. 9 months left. We'll siege it. Yeah, this is good. I also captured somebody. Who did I capture? I captured this guy. He seems pretty good. Why don't you come join me? Right. My son and heir? Ooh. So we have Polad, or Koza, as we will name him. Right. Wonderful. So we now actually have a son. This is a child of a concubine, though. This is not the child of our... it's not the child of our wife, who will be around any moment now. And... let's see. I have a daughter. So this is my wife's child. So this is our first child with our wife, who will be called Siren. Wonderful. That's 100%. We enforce our demands, we seize all the territory, and we're able to establish our base here. Yes. So be it. Oh, and that now gives us 4 pieces of land. So there's no point declaring for a piece of land. There's no point declaring for a piece of land in a war if you're not going to stay there. Because you can easily grab some more pieces of land later anyway. Like... It's all temporary. It's all transient. You only grab it if you need it now. I understand. Well, I think I should grant these to people, right? I guess, yeah. Just trying to figure out who I should grant them to and what I should grant. So I'm just seeing what... So this one's got huge amounts of fertility left in it. This one's got 81. And then these 2 have less. So I should give these 2 away. I should give away Mana and Kurzel Char. Yeah, So actually, I should have been looking at Shishina the whole time. So this one is going to be my realm capital for now. Then I'm going to give away this one to somebody and then the other one to somebody. Let's find people to give them to make sense. Do we have anybody currently who makes sense to us? I don't know. How about one of the Kurultai who's been with us a while? How about this guy? Simitai the Brave. I'm going to... I can't negotiate your obedience, but do I have anyone obedient who isn't... Yeah, do I have anyone obedient who isn't landed? How do I find a list of obedient people? Is it in here? Can I filter by obedient? No. Who do we know who is obedient? The guy who holds this is obedient, right? You're obedient to me. You were obedient. Ah, no. So that's not how we find obedience. Now I'm just like, is there anything I could do to find obedience? So I can't, yeah, I can't demand that you're obedient, apparently. Yeah, just working out where we're even at here. Okay, so is anyone willing to be obedient and then you could get the land? No. Why are you not willing to be obedient? Boldness, greed, and honor. No. Okay. Let me just think of who else I can grant stuff to. Can I grant titles to you, by the way? I can. No, I can't. Okay. Does not allow rulers to grant titles to women. Okay, so that's not going to work. I'm just trying to find like some metric I can use to give away land sensibly. Right, let's reset that. It's got to be adult men still, so that's fine. How about adult men sorted by their opinion of me? Right? You do have the highest opinion of me. But you don't want to be obedient. You're also... Yeah, I've already checked all of you. Personal physician? No. But this guy is called the Lion. No, he still doesn't want to be that. Okay, so I'm going to give it to this guy, but I do want... Does him being obedient to us matter? I guess it does kind of matter. Even if I gave him the herd, he would say no. The herd's worth 100. So I could find somebody down here who would accept. I give you the herd, and then you would accept and get the land. Sure. Let's go with this guy. Migration, taken land. Blood flows down my elbows, staining the soil. We have won these new lands, and our tents will soon be up. It's said that Ilbatar Shoyan Ol is the overlord of these lands, as Chieftain Enki was paying him tribute regularly. As we are as strong as he is, why should we fall at his feet and beg for his protection? So our legitimacy level went up, and he now gets a retaliation war on us. If he wants it. Right. So now let's go back to you. You're accepting obedience. You have now accepted obedience. I'm now going to grant you that bit of land right there. Yes. That's fine. Wait, what is the penalty for being over our domain limit? Is it just people's opinion of me? What does it actually do? Does it lower our herd? I just realized it might... Well, it probably lowers my tax, right? But do I actually get any tax from these anyway? Me realizing that I might actually have no negatives to this. Does it affect herd? Herd. Monthly change. It doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem to be affected by that at all. You know what? Let's just wait on this. Let's see what happens. Rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food, a long day of training with the troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Straight to my back, I declare, and that is where we will make camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with every step towards the ruin, it looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. Alright, let's go inside. Searching for the unknown. Darkness, dampness, and desolation reign inside the castle, and all traces of life are gone. Peering up decaying stairs, I spot what might be the remnants of lush tapestries and old paintings. Looking down spiraling steps, I see only darkness reaching far down into the ground underneath the castle. Alright, so I can search the upper floors of what might be hidden in the darkness underneath. Well, I said that we would always go for the challenge. Now, it just so happens that we're going to pass this one, but yes, always go for the challenge. Face our fears. Wonderful. Oh, we have things to do. Also, are we far enough through that this is no longer... Yeah, reduced by 49% due to county control. I make no money from it. So that does nothing. It doesn't seem to affect my herd in any way, shape, or form. So does it just mean that my vassals are less happy about it? My subjects? You don't care. How about the other guy? Do you care? No? He doesn't care either. Okay, so nobody seems to care that I hold too much land. It doesn't seem to affect my income in any way. Yeah, because it's not affecting it from there. It would affect my domain, but I'm not making anything from my domain. Herd is now making us 0.6. What does that mean? I have no idea. You know what we should do? We should wait and see if that goes up. Yeah. But actually, it seems like I should have just kept that land. There's no reason to care that I'm above my domain limit. I'm just seeing, is there anything that should do? Will lower your income and vassal opinions, but it doesn't lower my vassal opinion, and it doesn't, as far as I can tell, right now. You're not mad about it. No. Well, let's just check all my bits of land, right? Yeah, let's wait till January 8th next year, and that should be when things are properly applied. Let's go to Contentious Graceland. Or Contentious Gracelands. There we go. I knew it would get there eventually. There has been an ongoing conflict between my bagateurs over the best gracelands around Mana, slowly festering until pride has put them deeply at odds with one another. Let's go. Right. After we migrated to Mana, there's been an ongoing contention between Sotin and Sorkhaghatani about grazelands nearby. Though a small headache at first, it is festered, and now pride does not allow either side to back down from the conflict. I should intervene before it worsens even further and affects morale at camp. Give it to Sotin, give it to Sorkhaghatani, or my own flock will thrive. My own flock will thrive, definitely. And is this now making? It's now making me 0.7. So it seems like this has some multiplier based upon your herd, right? But it doesn't actually say what that is. But now we're making 0.7. I have no idea. Hey, I'm now the cultural head again. That's cool. It seems like with cultural head changing so much, it's probably going to cause some issues with us actually getting any tech done anytime soon, but I don't know. What are we working on? Casus Belli? Is that what we want? I don't know, actually. None of these matter to me whatsoever. Domain limit. I want Gavelkind. Give me domain limit. It doesn't seem to make any difference, but let's go for that anyway. Right, Disagreeable Herders. After settling down in Kankot, we have several conflicts with a group of local herders according to Uzur. The provocations have gone on for too long. It's time to put an end to this unrest. Let's go. Right. The Fanatic. My entourage passes through Nemkina without issue, until I hear some commotion coming from around my guards. Eventually a stranger manages to push through and stands by my side, beaming as if blessed by Tengri himself. By Tengri, it's the Ilbatar of our Kyrgyz. I desire nothing more than to serve you unconditionally for the rest of my life. My guards stand at the ready to throw her back into the mud, but she would certainly make for a loyal courtier. Join me, have some coin, or back to the gutter. You can join me, sure. I'm happy for people to just appear. Snowbound? Been snowing for days now. The road ahead appears completely impassable. However, as I look ahead, I see a small group of people approaching us fast across the snowdrifts. Soon a man stands before me and speaks with a wide grin. You seem to be in quite a predicament, but fear not. For a fair price, we will help you return to your travels. Helping others is its own reward. It's a fair price, so we'll manage on our own. We'll manage on our own. We'll take the risks. Disagreeable Herders. It takes only moments after meeting one of the herders in Karakorum to uncover the heart of the issue. Surma claims her community has lived in these lands for generations, yet only now are they facing food shortages since our arrival in the area. When they refuse to abandon their ancestral homeland, a display of authority might persuade them otherwise, unless of course we wish to find some way to turn their presence to our advantage. Join me, we'll be stronger together. Work for me, I'll handle your food problem. Or run them out of our lands. Let's say, join me, we'll be stronger together. Fantastic, it worked. And I have just realized something here. Also, just got a huge amount of martial lifestyle experience from our wife. Should I have all of these guys on that have high martial? Should I have them all increasing control? I guess I should. Will complete in 38 years. Well, I mean, it will complete, though. That's the bit I read there. Will complete. Might be a while, but 26 years. Increase control here, 37 years. 10 years. Wonderful. Actually, it says 5 years here. I don't know why it said so long, because it's obviously not as long as it says it is. Anyway. Right. So we're still waiting until January next year. In my dreams, Zvenk takes a seat next to me while I finish my boal. A fermented beverage made from honey similar to mead. With his eyes focused on the flames, he starts talking. I had a dream last night. A white falcon descended from the sun and was eaten by a wild dog. His body lay in a pool of blood. The heat from the fire seems to have increased. My forehead drips with sweat. Let's say, bad omens only forge better men, or it'll be what Tengri decides. Let's say bad omens only forge better men. What is our, I was trying to think of the right word, our motto. Dare to be learned. Alright, interesting. A wife is bearing our child. Fantastic news. Ooh, another thing. Lack of tools. Let's go deal with it. The migration to Kanghot has taken a toll on our stock of materials and tools. Without replenishment, it will surely affect our tribe soon. Let's go. Right. Blow those out. We can create an accolade. We probably should. Nickname, the Honest. Elige, have they heard what they call you? My personal physician, Sevenik, says to me while winding his stance. They call you Ilbatar Krokotoi, the Honest. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasants and noble alike. A cause for celebration, I think, Sevenik exclaims with a cheery tone. Alright. Neighbouring ruler won a war. The Independence War. Ooh, and then there was also a migration. Lack of tools. Without a trader who can bring us the wares we need, my people will continue to suffer. Find a trader. My name is known far and wide, someone will handle it, or the people will have to do without. I will use my name to get somebody to come and deal with it. I got a new martial perk. Wonderful. I don't need household guard here. I think I actually want Bellum Justum, so I can start going into this, get things like Organized March, get some other bonuses. Right. Wonderful. Wait, that says I can make a High Chieftain my tributary. Well, that guy over there. I could. Is he not the guy I just beat up to take this land? That would definitely be something to make him my tributary. I can also try and steal his herd if I wanted to, but let's demand that he becomes my tributary. On decline, I will not be able to repeat the demand. I will simply demand that you become my tributary. Let's see how that works. I'll never bend to your tyranny. In which case, I will take it by force. You will become my tributary. I don't need your land, because the land is temporary. Tributaries are actually more solid than land, in theory. Let's do it. I'm declaring a war. You said no to me. Once. Oh, also we're now at 2,000. This is now at 1. Okay, I think I know the ratio. The ratio is roughly... I'm trying to think of the best way of putting it. Like 1,000 troops is 1,000 herd is 0.5 base. So 2,000 herd is 1 base. I think that's what this is. Yeah, I think that roughly adds up. Let's raise some troops. Love the animation of them getting on their horse. That's good. Right. We're against that whole lot over there. Can I deal with this while I'm here? Creating an army. No. We'll head over here. Apparently we're going to fight. I wouldn't have come to where I wanted to go and fight me, but whatever. Head down this way. Beat him up. Are we capped on war score, by the way? Yes. Okay. Oh, but then we captured their leader. Wait, no we didn't? Wait. That said we were capped on war score, and then we gained another 50 war score. I guess there isn't a cap. Although, it said that there was, but there isn't. Alright. So it starts with high herd and high prestige transfer. So we get 30% of his prestige, and we also get 25% herd. Nice. Let's do it. Enforce demands. This guy is now my tributary. So we're now making 63 herd every month. 6 of it is from my tributary. I don't know why that doesn't use the herd symbol. I don't know why it uses the gold symbol. Maybe that's how much money they're giving me toward... No, that doesn't make any sense. I was thinking maybe that's how much money they're giving me towards this, but that doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Yeah. We have quite a lot from our own stuff, but we also have quite a lot from our tributary. That's looking pretty good. Right. We got anyone we can ransom back? No. Do we want any of these guys? This guy looks pretty good. I'll have him. Where are you? Yeah, you're pretty good. I'll have you. Where are you as well? Yeah, pretty good. Let's recruit. Nice. Wonderful. I should probably get ourselves an somebody who can have an accolade. Let's see what we got. We can make an accolade for our wife being in charge of it. You know what? Let's do a little bit of nepotism. What can she do? She can do Politiker and Reeve. I like Reeve for its stewardship, but it doesn't matter too much if we're not holding land. What are your other options? So Politiker is bonus opinion with a bunch of people. This gives us army toughness and travel safety. Seduction, and then hostile county attrition minus 80% at max there. I quite like that. Yeah, let's switch this around. Actually, it doesn't matter. Let's make this disciplinarian, and let's make this one stalwart, because that's immediately useful. Let's create that. We have a successor, and we're not calling it this. We're going to call it something different. I don't know what we're going to call it, though. But something different. I was wondering whether we can name it after the land that we're in. No, what's the original name of this land? What's our capital currently? Chieftain. Okay. So we're gonna call this Chieftain. I don't know. I'm struggling. We're gonna call this one the Chieftain wife. That's gonna be the name of it. It's gonna make no sense after the first generation, but on this generation, it's fine. All right, what's in a name? Husband dearest, let us name him Kokotoi after you. You can be called Kokotoi. That's fine. Yeah, that's reasonable. So these guys next to us are not the same. Like they've not taken on the color of our. Oh, never mind. I was in de jure Duchy map mode, not in the other map mode. I was thinking, oh, they haven't taken on my realm color, but that's because, you know, we were in a different map mode. Lack of tools? I've seen this event. Let's do that again. Right. Down here. I will choose to spend prestige, and then we'll head back. Wonderful. We have a daughter. Daughter's name is Surma. Wonderful. You know what we should do right now? We should make sure that we have... Can't get a wet nurse. And I can't get a tutor as well. I just realized you don't get tutors here. Oh. So, is there any one of these that actually educates your children? Or do you have to manually educate your children? That's this. Unavailable court positions. Oh, right, tutor. Nomadic capital has unlocked the tutor position. Okay, has family yurt. So you need to have your yurt upgraded to family yurt. Okay. So I need family yurt. I can't get family yurt without upgrading this. I can't upgrade this right now. Why can I not upgrade it? Because I'm missing money and prestige. It's literally just money and prestige. Alright then. And then the other one was I need to unlock court tutor position, which is kind of a little stupid in terms of description, but let's assume it's another one of these. Is it down? Oh, wait, this is family yurt. Oh, so I need to get this to level 2. So I actually need prestige exclusively. And then the next level of that is tutor. Let's try and do that. Alright, so that's going to cost me 78 gold and 141 prestige overall. So let's maybe do some raiding. So this is directly held by you. You are weaker than I am. So I'm going to get some raiders in our capital and I'm going to go raid you. Right. Let's raise local raiders. Our goal is to plunder. Oh wait, no, our goal is to capture. Let's go. Let's go get them. So now we simply just, yeah, raid this down. They have some troops up there, which aren't a problem for us. Letter on the back. Passing through my court, I notice an unrecognized face approach me. My most serene liege, I am Songul, former courtier of your rival and vassal, Beg Jurgel. He has asked me to present myself before you and partake in your court. He has also given me a letter of introduction that only you may read. Then she hands me an enclosed letter. After breaking the seal, the letter simply reads, Dear Kokotoi, please assassinate the bearer of this letter, Jurgel. It's a welcome, have some wine. Welcome, join my court. Or, you've been marked for death, flee while you can. Let's tell her that. She's tricked into thinking Songul is dead. Fantastic. Our concubine is pregnant, and I think we've just finished a siege. Or not siege, a raid. So let's head over here. We didn't get any prisoners in that one. Fire and blood. Bring me bounteous plunder. Wait, am I max now? Not yet. Okay. It's one more and then we'll head back. Hey, increased control is done. My tributary is being attacked. My Chieftain Ilbatar is being attacked by... Wait. My tributary is being attacked by my vassal. Do I care? I don't know if I care. It's a humiliation war. I don't think I care. There's an army here we could fight as well. Another war being declared on my tributary. This type from Beg... Wait, so who are you? You are this guy. Okay. And what's that war? What war did you declare? A tributary war. The Anjin Udan tributary war. Yeah, okay, so what happens if you win? You become a tributary. Oh, well, I want to join that war then. Wait, are we done? Wait, we're still raiding, or are we done? I think we're done raiding? No, we're still raiding. Okay, we'll wait till the end of that. Apparently we're going to fight. We are fighting. I have another son. I'm not going to call him Jurgel. That's my rival. I'm going to call him Kubasar. We gained a level of fame. And I can now, I believe, start building that family yurt. Yes. Wonderful. Let's make our way back home. There we go. Head here. Nice. We're now going to disband this army. You're going to go here, I think. And then I'm going to offer to join... Wait, the Mongols? Wait, different the Mongols or the same the Mongols? I think the Mongols unrelated to other the Mongols? You. I want to join your war in the tributary war. Yes. Wonderful. And I want to raise my troops. And I want to go over here to fight. Are you the best person I have? Yes. Also, I think it's sorted by commander skill by default now, instead of sorted by traits. I think that's a change, right? Because that was definitely on commander skill before I came in here. Which is good, because it was sorted by traits in the last patch, which didn't make any sense. Anyway, the leftovers. As I pass through the woodlands around Kurzil Khan, I come across the semi-tame flock that has been observed several times. Even when approaching them, it's clear that they have interacted with people before. If they are left to themselves, they will continue to graze in lands that could have been for our herd. Should I bring them back to Shishina, or handle them in other ways? What is the best solution for my people? I can add them to our herd, run them out of mana, or slaughter the beasts. I'll add them to our herd. I'm back, which now means I can join this one directly. And let's go with our increased movement speed and attack. Task aborted. No longer increased control. That's probably because control's maxed. We also have the family yurt, which I can now upgrade to the next level. Right. Counselors, what are you doing? You just went back to doing this? Honestly, that's kind of fine. Right. Back over here. We've defeated that army. And we have a 100% war score. Well, cool. Well, I'm heading home. See you later. Wonderful. Disband. Prisoners. I have Alder. Alder, you're also being recruited. And then we have Adiyiji, who is also being recruited. Just going to continue recruiting people. I can now consult the skies as well. Speak to me of love again. I got loved by Tengri. We've increased our fertility again. Wonderful. I now need to do drawing lines. After settling down in Shishina, there's been disagreements over some of the best grazelands nearby. Sultan has unsuccessfully been trying to mediate the situation between tribes. Sultan has explained the situation to me at length. It seems after we migrated to the area, the tribe in Mana was the first to take control of the grazelands, but the area is a lot closer to Shishina. Though he has tried to mediate, Sultan's attempts came up short. In either case, one of the two sides will end up disappointed, but a decision has to be made sooner rather than later. So we can spurn one of the two tribes, which is fine. And it increases fertility in whichever one it is. So Mana should probably have increased fertility first because it is lower on fertility. Right. That's alright. Just seeing how many riders we have now. So we have 501. And we have a lot of herd that we can still build up. So we should basically just build up our herd, I think. Beg Donduk could become my tributary. See the person who attacked my tributary? Yeah, you know what? You know what? I will. I'm going to declare my war to make you my tributary. Let's declare it. We're not having people randomly, you know, attacking my tributaries. I'm going to attack you instead. Let's head down here. Immediate revenge. What? Why? How? There was never a quiet moment. My son and heir, Koza, is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage his curiosity, but sometimes I cannot help but get exhausted by the constant stream of thoughts and queries. I become curious. Wonderful. Chase that army down. We have Organizer. We're going to catch you. And we will win. Maybe. I have another son. This son also is not fecund. We're going to call him Barsbeg. Family Yurt has finished the next level. Wonderful. I'm going to get the next level of Family Yurt when I can. Oh, it costs 78 just for that level? Oh. Alright then. But now I can put in a wet nurse, right? Yes. Yes, I can. Wonderful. We're going to put in our woman as wet nurse. And then children at court may gain intrigue or prowess skill. I think that's what we're after. Yeah. Let's do that. We'll chase this army down, and we have destroyed the army. Cultural head changed. And we captured a bunch of enemy combatants, including this guy, who is going to join our side. We're going to recruit him. Right. Chase down the army. So does it say I'm capped? Yeah, it says I'm capped. It doesn't work. Or it's wrong. It either shouldn't be capped or it doesn't work. But there you go. I'm now at max again. But I'm max at 146 instead of 96. I don't know if this is working as intended, but I enforce my demands. Right. Expand our army. Now technically this size, although a lot of people are a tributary right now, so not necessarily that size. I'm going to grab Organized March. Let's make ourselves quicker. And we're basically just about maximizing our herd right now as well. We're trying to get as much herd as possible, because the more herd we get, the more money we get. I'm just doing my calculation in my head. This still seems to be adding up to about right there. We don't have quite as much as we... Oh, there we go. Reduced by 50% due to being above domain limit. So there is a domain limit penalty. Wonderful. I didn't check, but there is a domain limit penalty. So I might want to give up one of these. What does this mean? That's the equilibrium that it changes towards? This is changing towards basically nothing. Huh. So I could give this one away to somebody else. Who am I going to give that one away to? How about this? Who's the oldest courtier we have? Sort by age. There we go. So you're the oldest courtier. So we're going to retire you. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to grant you... which one? We're going to grant you this one, and we're going to retire you, basically. That's what we're going to do. So now we gain basically the same amount because, yeah, of the minus 50% being gone. Cool. An empty council position of Spy Master. Wait, were you married to... I don't think you were married to the previous Spy Master. Wait, where did she just left with you, I guess? Oh, I guess you were the previous Spy Master. Never mind. You're now the new Spy Master. That's alright. Cool. And now we, wait a second. Councillor left court. That's okay. We think our woman may have someone else. What child did you have? You had this child. Alright, we'll confront her. She has said that she does not have someone else. Oh, cool. That's good enough for me. And that is also good enough for me for the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to end the episode here, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.